Hi everyone, this is Nick and I'm back again today for another video. And today what I'm going to be doing is a different type of video for me, at least. I am going to be doing a video on the difference between real versus fake Louis Vuitton. Now, before everyone starts chiming in and everything, I want to start off this video by saying I personally do not support fakes. I don't buy fakes. I don't do anything along those lines. The item that I have to show you is actually not mine. It is one of my closest friends' item that I'll go into the story about how that kind of came along. But I just want to say that I think that there's just so much negativity in this world. And I personally don't believe on shaming anyone for anything that they deserve, or not deserve, but anything that they like or whatever. I don't think it's my place to go and shame someone for having a fake, carrying a fake. I don't think it's any of my business. I'm not going to go up to someone being like, oh, you trashy little, why are you carrying a fake? Because that's, I don't think that way, but I don't believe in hurting people. So, although I do not personally support it, I won't wear one, whatever, I'm not going to shame anyone. Now, if someone came up to me and said, hey Nick, is this fake? And I'm not an expert by any means, but I would tell them, and that's about it. I don't believe in passing on any judgment on it. So, with that little disclaimer, let's begin. Now, the two items that I am going to be comparing are these two. Now, I'm not going to throw it out which one's the real and which is the fake, because you all know, if you've seen any of my videos from the past, this is my own personal, authentic Louis Vuitton 6-ring agenda in the GM size in the Damier Bean. And this item is the fake. I can't really name it. Alright, so this is my friend's item. She actually uses it, and we'll kind of go over everything in a minute. But so she got this. She's a year younger than me, and we both went to the same high school, and as a graduation present, I guess, allegedly, she got this as a present, and she was so excited for going to school and everything. Then she brought it out and was like, hey Nick, this kind of looks kind of funny, because she saw mine, and she was like, is this a fake? Like, I'm pretty sure that she assumed so, but, so I told her, yeah, it really doesn't look real, and I gave off all the markers. So, just going over, so now that that's out of the way, I did ask her if I could borrow this for the day, just so I could film this video for you guys to kind of show you the little differences. Now, these two are the same, like, type product, but they're different canvases, so that's why it's a little hard to compare them. That's why I'm going to be comparing it also to my own authentic Louis Vuitton's key pouch and the monogram canvas, since these both are in monogram. Alright, so going over, how do I want to do this? Okay, so in my agenda, and also the layouts are different. I am assuming that this is most comparable to the MM size, but I'm not too certain. I didn't take the dimensions on this, but just going over, mine, it is all Damier Bean canvas. It has, just going over, the lettering on the front, the tab, that's the major first difference. I think it's the same on all agendas. It does both say Louis Vuitton and then the little R sign, you know, the corporate thing, but they're two totally different fonts. Now this one on the authentic is, I've used this quite a bit, and it isn't oxidizing, which is a problem for Louis Vuitton, but the engraving isn't super deep. Like, it's engraved and it's really small. You won't be able to see that, and I'm sorry for that, but there is a slight difference. And then on the fake, it is really deeply engraved and doesn't really look like what it really should be. So that is the first red flag. Then opening up this item, you have this little tab here, and then this is how mine is. It's all just laid out. As you can see, it's kind of a mess right now, but it has all this, and then as you can see, it has a no-named rings in here, and it's gold with Louis Vuitton bolts. I don't know the proper name of it on there. So there's no name to it. So no company made the rings for this binder. So that is that. So I think that's about as much as I can compare it to this item itself. But alright, so going over this item, as you can see, just comparing the canvases starting off, this canvas feels a lot different than this one. This one definitely feels more dry, and another thing is the pebbling on here. I don't know how this is going to show up on camera, but it's much more prevalent on the authentic than it is on the fake. Like I said, the first red flag that I got is a little stamp right there on the button, and it is kind of discoloring to almost a silver-ish, which isn't rare for a Louis Vuitton to do that either. So that's not too bad, but it's majorly the lettering. Next thing, stitching. Now, I'm actually pleasantly surprised by the stitching, just by the overall pattern. It's not wonky, it's pretty straight. It looks really nice. And just re-looking at this before filming this video, and once again you won't be able to see, but on this piece, the color of the stitching on camera, I'm sure it looks pretty close to the canvas, but in person it's a lot more, it's like a shade lighter and a little bit more of a redzy undertone. On the authentic, it blends in right away. You can't see a difference between the stitching and the canvas color. It's just like right on with each other. So that is another red flag, which, truth be told, I wouldn't be able to notice that just looking at the item just right away, because it is very close, but once you compare it to an authentic, that's when you see the real thing. Now, opening it up. As you can see, there's a lot of wrinkling right there of the little strap thing, which on mine it does have the same issue of the wrinkling, but this is a lot more severe, so it looks like it's just not falling apart, but it looks very cheap and plasticky. Then opening up, hold on, let me take out a few of her things that she has in here just to save some confidentiality. Here's what the inside looks like, which I think this is pretty similar to the Agenda, at least. So it has a super rib. Sorry, I know how to read. I just in the glare, and it's silver. So the rings are silver, and at least there's 6 of them. So that's pretty good, and I believe they do open up pretty nice. Yeah, so that is a good. They were kind of hard to close, so yeah, that would be another thing. Major red flag. Louis Vuitton does not have silver rings in their agendas unless it is the epi leather ones, and the newer epi leather, I think. Those are the only ones that's silver, so if you see silver, run. So as you can see, there's all these credit card slots. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots, and then 1 big pocket. And as you can see on the Louis Vuitton, it says Louis Vuitton Paris made in France, which is black, which checks out. The font doesn't look too far off, but I do have to say it is very, it's not stamped in. It just looks like a sticker over top of it. So that is another red flag. Now the credit card slots. Now this is actually a really funny part. So the credit card slots would fit a normal credit card or a business card per se. This is just a here, let's do this one. This is from the Luxury Garage sale here in Chicago. This is actually my own personal business card. I swear to God, I can't remember anything. And so this is a normal size card that would normally fit in anything, but to put it in, it doesn't fit. So that is another red flag. So if you're going to a consignment shop, be aware of it, because try it out, because as you can see, just looking at it, you think a card would fit in there, but you would be surprised. So once again, no. And as you can see, lifting it off, it's like a whole piece is just lifting up. So that's a little weird. So you have to stick your cards in like that. So that's kind of annoying. And that's even, oh, actually it does fit here in the bottom one, so that's good. Then going next. So she personally has some inserts in here. I did ask her where she got these from. She said she got them from Michael's, and they look really nice. So if I had an Agenda, I would personally go grab these. because I think she said they're $5 or something, and they have the gold leafing, which is a lot more than Louis Vuitton's doing these days. And she has these blank ones, and then also these dated ones, which she doesn't have a lot filled out. But nonetheless, so here's the other side. So it has a slot right here, which on the inside it's fabric, which on the authentic Louis Vuitton it is all leather. So let's try this side. Okay, so like how it is on mine, it's all leather. It's the continued canvas throughout, so the cowhide leather, and then it's a soft leather on the other side. So that is another difference. And just taking out this little pen. Oh, maybe I can go to UIC, or where I go to school, to get a nice pen. So there is a slot that goes all the way down. I don't think the authentic has it, but I can't be for certain. And then the pen hole. So this pen hole is like, if you could see, like the stitching's coming out a little bit, and I don't mind saying myself, this hole looks like it's been around the block a few times, if you know what I mean. But ignore that. So I don't think that's because she said that she's only had like this size pen in there, and it's not stretching it out. As you can see, it's all I won't do that. It's going all willy-nilly, and it's just easily in to slide in and out. So that is another difference. So I think, or one last thing, the glazing. Now I do have to say the glazing on here is really, really impressive. So like I said, I hope this was informative. I hope this helped you guys just try and decipher, and if you are going to a consignment shop or something, just be really aware, know your facts before you buy something. Unless you're looking to get a fake, then that's your own that's your own thing. Sorry, I can't think of the word. Usual, and just so it can help you guys out. So with that, I'm going to say thank you guys so much for watching, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.